Hello, in this short video, we'll be talking about how to produce and sell scrap metal in Business Central. In this example, you may be a company that through the manufacturing process produces metal that can ultimately be sold to the customer. Might represent 2% of the total cost of the finished good, but when you start adding it up, it becomes very expensive. And so therefore, should you be including the cost of the scrap into the finished good, or should it be siphoned out and separated so that we can manage profitability of the scrap metal to multiple customers? There's also a need typically to capture the pounds in and pounds out so that no product is lost when it comes to something expensive like copper. So how would we do this? How do we set it up in Business Central? Let's go in and take a look. First thing, we have our part number. In this case, it's a perforated stamped part. No big deal. Finished good. We'll also have the scrap copper as a part number. Only in this case, we're going to be listing it out at a standard cost per pound because we won't be buying it. There won't be a method of producing value to inventory. On the bill of material, we will ultimately do a negative quantity. So we'll have the total amount that we're going to be consuming, and then we're going to basically subtract or siphon costs away in the form of something negative. So a negative in a bill of material produces a positive in inventory. So what that will look like on our release production order, it'll basically do the same sort of thing where we're going to go into our production journal and we'll be reporting the total amount of copper that goes in and the total of copper that goes back out to inventory in the form of a negative. This will handle all of the costing appropriately. So when we look at this total cost, that is including the cost of both the negative and the positive. If I go into my value or my ledger entries, we can see that I have $72 going into work in process and the $2 coming back out. So at the end of the day, we're able to go ahead and create the sales order and sell that scrap metal at a profit, not just $0. And the cost of your finished good will have the scrap basically deducted out of it, making it less expensive. So if you think about it, this is probably the best way to manage scrap, or how to deal with scrap, how to reduce the cost of your product kind of naturally by the 2%, 1%, whatever your scrap rates are. So hopefully that made sense. And if you'd like to learn more, then please join myself, Manufacturing Mike, for upcoming webinars on voxism.com. We host them weekly. Thanks again. Bye for now.